Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary Legacy Adventure. Last time we defeated the Supreme Intelligence of the Kree in today's Battle 4 in Rocket Raccoon's Hero Path, Day 22, Error Record Not Found. Alright, sorry it took so long, but hey, guess I'm slowing down in my old age. What, you think I was just gonna rush through this? Ha, think again. The guard's nav system cuts out. After a brief tense pause, the screen flickers to reveal a spaceport. A cluttered, abandoned place, the perfect setting for whatever's next. We're almost out of this hellhole. Yeah, I see the danger, no trespassing sign. That's exactly why we're going this way. Ain't nobody gonna bother us now. The electrical crackling fills the air as the door slides open with a hiss. Just as I thought, a creepy lab full of gooey tubes. Alright, nobody touch anything, okay? We're in infectious parasite territory. I don't need any of you bringing back an explosion erupts in the distance, followed by the sound of power failing. Shit! A garbled sound echoes in the air, followed by the unmistakable, horrifying shriek of tearing metal. So today we're facing Hybrid. If you fight Hybrid while he's bonded to a villain, defeat that villain and rescue 3 bystanders instead of taking a tactic. He always leads the Life Foundation. Master Strike, a villain from the city symbiote bonds with Hybrid. If Hybrid was already bonded, then each player gains a wound instead. And the scheme is Invasion of the Venom symbiotes. Set up 8 twists at an extra henchman group. Twist. This twist enters the city as a 3-attack symbiote villain with 3 VP. With Ambush, the symbiote bonds with another villain in the city. Play another card from the villain deck. Evil wins when the escape pile has 3 cards per player or the villain deck runs out. So just kill the things that its symbiote bonds with and it's easy. Just don't let stuff escape. Escaping bad. We're also facing Maximum Carnage and the Brood. And the extra henchman group added by the scheme are the Mandroids. And we're playing as Venom Rocket, Groot, Venom, Carnage, and Drax the Destroyer. I have a rules question that I don't actually know the answer to. I tried looking it up, and it's impossible to find specific rules for this game, so. This symbiote bonds with the villain in the city. Piercing Energy. You cannot Piercing Energy something that has no printed victory point value. The scheme twist symbiote bonds with, say, the Brood. Their total VP is 4, but half of the card has no printed VP. It simply has 3 VP, but it's not printed. How does this function? Am I allowed to fight it with Piercing Energy for 4 Piercing Energy? And ignore the fact that the scheme twist doesn't have printed VP. Am I allowed to fight it for 1 Piercing Energy because half the card doesn't have enough printed VP? Or am I not allowed to fight it at all because half the card doesn't have printed VP? I don't know which one of those is the correct way to play this specific combination of stuff. So I'm going to take it as if I can fight it for the combined VP value. So in this specific situation, the Brood is bonded with the Twist, so it's 4 VP, and I can fight it for 4 Piercing Energy. That's the way I'm going to play it. I don't know if that's correct. Seems fair. Anyways, the one I'm replacing is Venom. Not because I don't like Venom, I just like Groot, I like Drax, and Carnage has something that I liked. This one, Carnivore, seems really strong. And Gruesome Feast also seems pretty good. Venom should have also been pretty good here, just because you're going to get a lot of bystanders from fighting hybrids, like bonded people. So I don't really know if if I lose this game, I don't know if I'm going to actually replace anyone else and just go with the vanilla setup. This seems like it's going to be pretty hard. Hybrid tends to be rather difficult, especially in setups where the henchmen tend to be stronger, like the Brood and the Mandroids. Like, these are pretty difficult henchmen to deal with. So, let's go. Master Strike, a villain from the city symbiote bonds with Hybrid. If Hybrid was already bonded, then each player gains a win instead. Okay, this does nothing. Very good. Great start. I have 5 recruit. Probably want this one. KO good. Yep, KO good. Good talk. Venom Rocket I'm not as familiar with as normal Rocket. But he has KO, which is nice. This card just seems worse than his artifact. Normal Rocket's artifact. He has very similar cards, just different. He's got more aggressive versions of his normal cards, for the most part, other than the one that I just bought. I fight you for 2. Fight KO one of my heroes. I will... I love Prune the Growths. There's not a lot of strength going on right now. Both Drax and Carnage have strength, I think, so I should be able to get strength at some point. Could also just take Spring the Trap as a 2-attack card, but if I'm just going to take a 2-attack card, why not take the 2-attack card that's actually good? Wait, I need to KO something. KO this. Buy this one. Alright, we got a lot of these Spring the Traps. I mean, if I can just keep the city clear, I don't have to worry about stuff symbiote bonding, right? I think a recruit card might be kind of nice. And I can try and lean into some instinct stuff. Or like double excessive violence. Well, I'm going to start by fighting this for 1. Fight, KO one of your heroes, then KO a bystander from the bystander stack. I will KO this. And buy a recruit card to replace it. Another one. Yeah, I can make some kind of instinct thing work on the other side. Okay, Scheme Twist. This twist enters the city as a 3-attack symbiote bond villain worth 3 VP with Ambush. The symbiote bonds with another villain in the city. Play another card from the villain deck. There's nothing for it to bond with, but I do play another card from the villain deck. Master Strike. A villain from the city symbiote bonds with Hybrid. Okay. Okay, so he has 9 attack and 9 VP. Each other Mandroid in your victory pile. So this side doesn't have one in its victory pile. So I can excessive violence it. Cue a card from hand or discard pile. Okay. What do I want to KO here? I'm only going to be spending 3 recruit this turn. So I think I want to KO an agent. I'm gonna fight this for 3 with excessive violence. Fight KO one of your heroes. Wait, I played one of these first. Fight KO one of your heroes, and excessive violence, I may KO a card from a hand or discard pile. 2 recruit, look at the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. I'll discard that and buy this, get through my deck a little bit faster. Knives of the Destroyer is good. I could take that on either side, but I'll probably take it on the strength side. Take this first, though. This currently gives indigestion, which is fine. 2 recruits fine. He'd be willing to eat a Groot salad, too. Don't eat Groot. That's not okay. I could also just take Knives of the Hunter. This is pretty good. This will be really good later. Let me buy it for later. So you are at 2 because there's a bystander in the KO pile, so I'll fight you for 2. Fight KO one of your heroes, and then KO a bystander from the bystander stack. I did just buy a recruit card, sort of. This side will probably want to buy an officer at some point. And then I KO a bystander from the bystander stack. Huh. It's an interesting superpower. Can't afford this. So I take this for 3. Ooh. That's a good card. And a sidekick. Feast. Whenever Carrion feasts on a hero that costs 1 or more, put Carrion back in the city space where he was. Gross. Can't fight that. My luck is running out with the early keeping up the city clear. Alright, you are at 3 now. Let's start by drawing 2. Look at the top card of my deck, discard or put it back. I will leave that there. I could not fight that. I don't really see a reason to do that. Yeah, fight it for 3. Fight, KO one of my heroes, and then KO a bystander from the bystander stack. I'm actually going to KO a trooper, because I really want these 2 cards, and they're kind of pricey. I do have Digest now, so Hungry for Action is going to be pretty good. Buy this for 3, and buy another sidekick. Ambush. A henchman villain from your victory pile symbiote bonds with Lasher. Okay, I would like to symbiote bond with the Mandroid. So this is currently at 4. An ambush effect was played this turn. Nice. I have indigestion, so this is 2 recruit. Indigestion is when you just do not have the digest effect. So because I do not have 4 cards in my victory pile, I do the indigestion. 2 attack, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, gain a shard. So this is 3 attack, because a ambush ability was triggered. I could fight you. I kind of want to save you to fight on the left side to make these cheaper. I could fight Carrion. What are the chances of that hitting something bad? Low, right? Do I have anything in here that's non-gray? I don't think so. I think these are the only 3 cards I bought over here. No, the artifacts. The artifact's in there. So that's a 1 in 8. It's pretty bad 1 in 8 when I could, like, guarantee that I don't get it with this card. Yeah, it's a pretty bad 1 in 8. I think I should just fight this for 4. Yeah, I fight this for 4. I choose to fight the Mandroid. Half of it. Fight K one of my heroes, and I will buy another Carnivore. Ambush. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a henchman or Life Foundation villain, its symbiote bonds with Scream. It's not, but that's going to symbiote bond with something. So I should probably leave Lasher in so that its symbiote bonds with Lasher. Okay, I need to do this in the right order. I think I'm just gonna fight Scream, just because I don't want to deal with this. Yeah, I need to do this. I need to attack first so that I get the KO from something in my discard pile. This side's very thin already. That's very nice. Yeah, I don't think I want to fight Carrion this turn. I can fight that next turn because I have 4 attack and these 2 cards are guaranteed. Oh, I would have KO'd this if I fought it last turn. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, I can fight Carrion next turn because these 2 cards are both gray, right? I'm pretty sure. So let's start with these. What is the best chance for this to work? Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. I think the best chance... No, I have to fight first, because I shouldn't shuffle. Okay, so I'm going to fight this for 5 with Excessive Violence. So, Excessive Violence, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile. I'm again going to KO a Trooper. And Excessive Violence, draw a card. Okay, and then 2 Recruit. Look at the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back, and I may KO the card I discarded this way. I'll KO this. This side is incredibly thin already. That's pretty good. I think I want an Officer, because these 2 cards are going to be incredible. Specifically this one. So, I would very much like to get to them. And I'm already KOing a lot of things over here, so it's not going to blow my deck that much. So Scheme Twist. This enters the city as a 3-attack villain. With Ambush, the symbiote bonds with another villain in the city. Play another card from the villain deck. Ambush. Demo Goblin captures a bystander. Okay, Feast is fine. Which Feast do I want to feast? Once per turn I get +1 attack. Fighting this puts 2 things into my victory pile, which will give me Digest 4, which turns these from 2 recruit cards into draw 2 cards, which is usually better. So I'll fight this for 5. Feast. Okay, now I have the digest effect, which is very good. Draw 2 is usually better than 2 recruits, usually. There are obviously situations where that isn't true. Doppelganger's attack is equal to the cost of the hero in the HQ space beneath him. Okay. Let's start by drawing 2. Okay, I can get the rare this turn. Can I get the rare this turn if I discard this? I do have the digest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can. So digest 3, I may discard a card if I do draw a card. Okay, 2 recruit. Look at the top card of my deck, discard or put it back, and I may KO it. I will discard it and KO it. 2 recruit. Look at the top card of my deck, discard or put it back, and I may KO it. I will KO it. Okay. This side's doing pretty good. My only worry is that this won't be very strong currently, but it'll get better. Hey, look who decided to show up. I don't really feel like I need you, but I'll probably get you anyways. Clear the city a little. I do not think fighting that is a good idea. I don't know what's in my deck right now. I can figure it out if I think about it a little harder. Let's think about it a little harder. What's in my deck? I only have 2 of these. I only have 1 of these. I only have 1 of these. Are these both gray? That can't be right. If only I was good at remembering what was in my deck. Do I have 3 of these cards? No. Don't I have an excessive violence card? Yeah, I have another excessive violence card. So this is like at best a 50-50. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. I can't fight this because it's 5. It's going to be an awkward turn. Okay, this side's going to need to carry pretty hard next turn. Because I don't think I want to fight carrion. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's see, would I have been punished? No, I would have been fine. Rending Claws was on the bottom, but didn't want to do the 50-50. Ambush, reveal a top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain, its symbiote bonds with Riot. It does, okay. There is 1 Mandroid in this side's victory pile, so this is 5 attack. Okay, let's start with this. Digest 4, draw 2. Digest 4, draw 2. An ambush ability was played this turn, so this is 3 attack. Once per turn I get 1 attack. 2 attack, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do gain a shard. Have I recruit locked myself? Uh-oh. Surely that's an agent. I'm gonna KO this trooper. Give me a shard. Okay, so this is 5. I could fight both of these. I can't feast this because it might be a recruit card, and I kind of need a couple of those still. Yeah, so I can't fight any of the feasts. This is 5. This is 5. This gets me 2 KOs. I can KO 2 agents. So I'll fight this for 5. Fight, KO one of my heroes. And then I fight this for 2. Fight, KO one of my heroes. And I buy a sidekick, and maybe I can get some recruit sidekicks. Okay, I do have 3 recruit in this deck. That's fine. I can fix this. Okay. This is at 4. Trying to decide what I want to do here. I still have Digest, right? Yeah, okay. So Digest 3, I may discard a card, and if I do, draw a card. Okay. 2 recruit, look at the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. I may KO the card I discarded this way. I would like to not do that. I would also like to not draw that this turn. So I don't think I'm using this excessive violence. Yeah, because if I draw it this turn, it doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to fight you for 5, which lowers the price of this from 5 to 6. Reverse what I just said, from 6 to 5. Alright. Once per turn, I gain 1 attack. Digest 4, draw 2. I would like to buy a vowel. And by a vowel, I mean an officer. Then Digest 4, draw 2. Oh. Guess I'm not playing this turn. 2 attack, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, gain a shard. An ambush was not played this turn. You're at 4? Yeah, you're at 4. You're at 4. You're at 4. I could fight this now because there's nothing for it to feast on. Or fight this one now because there's nothing for it to feast on. Yeah, I like that idea. So I fight this for 4. Do I spend some shards to keep the city a little bit clearer? That's probably a good idea. Yeah, I can fight this for 4. Spend my 3 shards, fight this for 4. Fight KO one of my heroes. Did I give myself a once per turn attack? I don't remember. I'm going to buy a sidekick and not play this sidekick because there's no reason to. I don't really know what I'm doing over here. Like, I'm KOing my entire deck, which is good, but I don't really have enough attack. So I need some other cards. Okay, Scheme, Twist, Ambush. The symbiote bonds with another villain in the city. Play another card from the villain deck. I think you're the best choice. Ambush. A henchman villain from your victory pile. Symbiote bonds with Lasher. I'll give you a Mandroid, because the Mandroid's a little bit easier to deal with. To attack Digest, I may discard a card, and if I do, draw a card. To recruit, look at the top card of my deck, discard it, put it back, and I may KO it. I'm definitely discarding it. The question is, am I KOing it? I think so. I think this side's good enough to not need this one. Yeah, I don't think I need this. I'll KO it. I may come to regret that. Okay, to attack excessive violence, I can KO that. Double the attack I have. This is currently not being very impressive. Maybe I should have tried to get this. I can actually fight you this turn for 9. That would give me 3 bystanders, which might be kind of interesting. And then the right side can focus on keeping the city clear. Alright, fight you for 9. Whenever I defeat him while he's bonded to a villain, defeat that villain, rescue 3 bystanders. 1, 2... Put any number of heroes from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck. These 2? Obliterating Fire? Oh, Obliterating Fire is pretty good. These 2. And I can buy that. That was the second one and the third one. And I will buy this, and that should give me enough recruit to buy the Destroyer if the cards align. Okay, Digest 4, draw 2. What am I buying here? I could buy Obliterating Fire, but that's Soaring Flight's it. Is Soaring Flight optional? Is Soaring Flight optional? That's a good question. Get out of the way. No. At least not according to this, so... I could buy an Officer, then draw it, and then buy Surviving Sprig. That's the perfect Officer for this side. Draw 2. To attack, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, gain a shard. Once per turn, I gain 1 attack. I remembered this time. Master Strike or Ambush didn't happen this turn. Okay, unfortunately, I can't buy this card and then do this effect. I'm again not going to play the sidekick. I need to KO the sidekicks for Ruin the Growths, right? 5 attack. This is at 4. This is at, I think, like 6. This is at 7. This is at 5. This is at 4. I guess I fight this one. So that's the only one that prevents an escape. Fight KO one of your heroes, and then KO a bystander from the bystander stack. Oh, I've got a lot of things this turn. Let's see. I would like to draw into the double. So 2 attack with an excessive violence that may or may not be done. 2 recruit. Look at the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back, and I may KO the card I discarded this way. 2 recruit. Look at the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. I will put that back. 2 attack, digest 3. I may discard a card, and if I do, draw a card. 4 attack. Each other player reveals that an instinct hero discards an artifact they control. I will discard this, because I'm pretty sure I can draw into it guaranteed this turn, and I gain a shard from doing that. Okay, I can either double now or spend the shard and double it then. I'll have 18 attack. 18 attack right now seems unnecessary. I don't remember what Hybrid's tactics do. I'm pretty sure he symbiote bonds with stuff. I'm not entirely sure what stuff. So I think doubling now is fine and save the shard for later. If I can stack up more shards from this, I can get like a really big turn. So I double my attack this turn. Is this a 2? Yeah. Okay, so I do want to fight Hybrid this turn. I just want to make sure that I fight everything else first. So this is at 4. I'm gonna fight this for 4? Wait, I don't want to KO one of my heroes. Okay, I fight this for 5. Fight this for 2. And fight Hybrid for 6. If this is not the final tactic, a villain from the city or escape house symbiote bonds with Hybrid. Okay, that's mostly fine. Yeah, that's fine. For recruit. Obliterating fire over here should be pretty good, but let me fight one of these two for cheap. I could also buy Carnivore over here just as a draw 2. I don't really need draw 2 on this side, so actually this might be good over here. Yeah, draw 2 is good. I'll buy that. What's my Mandroid count? I have 3 Mandroids on this side, so these guys are kind of chonky. 1 attack when I draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw an extra card. 2 attack, I can KO a card from my hand or disc. Wait, don't. Bad. Do this first. 2 recruit, I may discard a card, and if I do, draw a card. Then do this. 2 attack, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, gain a shard. Then I draw 2. I would like to buy something this turn. Do I buy another officer? I think yes. Like, I would eventually like some more attack cards, right? Like, I could take this over here just as a 4 attack card. I'll buy this for 3. Wow, that's really good. Then I draw 2. Then once per turn I get 1 attack. Wait, why did I play this instead of this? I meant to play this one. 2 recruit. I will buy a sidekick. I really need more KO, you know. Okay, so I have 3 Mandroids. So this is at 5. This is at 7. This is at 8. I could feast this cat. Like, I don't really need the KO. Yeah, fight this for 5. Or 4. Fight Feast. Goodbye. And I don't play this. I spent that recruit. Yeah, I spent that recruit on the cat. It's not a very good turn. Although, I can excessive violence this Mandroid, because I don't have this, so. 2 recruit, look at the top card of my deck, discard or put it back. I will discard that. 2 recruit, do it again. Discard that. 2 recruit, do it again. Discard that. I probably want to keep all 3 of these cards. Fight this for 3 with excessive violence. Fight, KO one of my heroes, and excessive violence to make KO a card from my hand or discard all. 6 recruit. This might be the least good this card has ever been. Okay, I could probably buy a 3 attack card. 3 attack is a good amount of attack. Start by drawing 2. 1 attack. When I draw a new hand cards at the end of this turn, I draw an extra card. Once per turn, I get +1 attack. Buy this for 6. Just get another Carnival. Should probably buy that on the other side. Then I draw this. 3 attack. An ambush was not played this turn. 2 attack. I KO a card from my hand or discard pile and get +1 shard. 9 attack. These are at 5. The Mandroids, I have 3 in my victory pile, so this is at 7. I could fight both of these. I will. I will fight this for 7. I don't really want to KO something, but I guess I have to. Probably Maria. This side's already strong enough to just, like, fight stuff in the city every turn. But there's too much KO in this setup, which is the most first world problem thing I think I've ever heard in my entire life. Surviving Sprig, maybe? No. Like, I can always buy more officers, right? And then fight this for 2. Yeah, there's too much KO in this setup, which is so fucking stupid. Digest 4, draw 2. 2 attack, I may discard a card, and if I do, draw a card. Alright, 2 recruit, look at the top part of my deck, discard, I put it back, and I may KO it. I gotta keep all of the attack cards, right? 2 attack, do the same thing. Or 2 recruit, I mean, and then 2 recruit, do the same thing. Hopefully I get the gray? No. But discard that so I can get to the Dragster faster. 4 attack, this side discards this, and I gain a shard. 4 attack. Now do I want to spend my shards? I still think no. Yeah, I think no. So I'll just double without spending the shards. Save the shards. Mandroid on this side has 1, so I fight this for 9. So I fight it cards. I defeated and rescue 3 bystanders. So first the fight effect, KO one of my heroes, and then I rescue 3 bystanders. 1. Gross. I don't want that. 2. I hyperspeed for attack. I think these don't go back in, right? So that's 1 attack. And then 3. I get a shard. Nice. Then I fight hybrid for 6. If he symbiote bonds with that, that's going to be kind of bad. This is not the final tactic. Reveal the top 4 cards of the villain deck. A henchman villain you revealed symbiote bonds with hybrid. Put the rest back in any order. Ooh. Please have a mandroid. Uh-oh. That's not ideal. I mean, it's not that bad. It's +5, so he's at 11. Yeah, that's not terrible. I should put the Master Strike on the bottom. Yeah, Okay, so this is a problem. Because if I fight these broods, he's just going to get stronger. I guess that's not that much of a problem, because it makes this side better if I get rid of these cards. Like, this side's good enough. I can start KOing all of my recruit cards over here and not be mad about that. I'm gonna fight this for 5, fight, KO one of my heroes, and then KO a bystander from the bystander stack. And I buy this for 4. And a new recruit just for the consistency of it all. Ambush Demo Goblin captures a bystander. Okay, an ambush ability was completed this turn, so this gives me an extra attack. 1 attack, I draw a new card at the end of the turn. Draw 2. Play this. Once per turn I get +1 attack. I think I would like another one of these. Which means I'm not KOing something this turn, but that's fine. So just buy this for 3. And then draw 2. Play it. Once per turn I get +1 attack. Yeah, I can't KO anything this turn. Well, nothing that I want to KO, that is, so... I guess I fight this for... Oh wait, I could. But I think I would rather just get another Knives, right? So I fight this for 5. Fight Feast, there's nothing to feast, and then when I rest this bystander, I play a copy of one of my shield heroes or Hydra allies, I play a copy of this, get 2 more recruit, and then buy this for 3. And don't fight these, because it would make the Mastermind a little bit stronger. Okay, so he's gonna Master Strike next turn, which is not great, because he's gonna get another Brood. But there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Digest 4, draw 2. 1 attack, draw a card. Ew. I mean, I can KO this or something, I don't know. I need to remember to do these excessive violence effects, I keep forgetting. 4 attack. This side discards this and I gain a shard. 4 attack. This side discards this and I gain a shard. This might make it so I can't draw my entire deck next turn, but whatever, that's fine. I think it's time. So I spend 5 shards to get 5 attack, and then I double the attack I have, so I have 36 attack. Can I fight you that many times this turn? Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna fight you. You're at 12, so I'm fighting you for 13 with excessive violence. So fight, KO one of your heroes, and then KO a bystander from the bystander stack. Excessive violence, draw a card. This one, and excessive violence, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile. May. What if I don't do that? I'll do it. And then I rescue 3 bystanders. 1, 2. I probably don't want to buy that card. 3. And then I fight Hybrid for 6. You get +1 recruit for each Life Foundation villain in your victory pile. 1, 2, 3. 3. I fight Hybrid for 6. This is the final tactic, and then I fight Hybrid for 6 again and win. Okay, good. Nice. Okay. I forgot that one of his tactics didn't symbiote bond him. Huh. There's a lot of KO in this setup. Which, sometimes that's not as good as other times, but I managed to make it function, even though this side was doing a whole lot of recruiting cards just so that I could KO the cards with Prune the Growths to get a shard, which is kind of silly. Let's count some VP. Oh, how much are these worth? 3? Left side got 59, and the right side got 24. 59 plus 24 is 83. Yeah, click here if you won, enter total VP below 83, go to battle 5. Nice. Only 3 twists came out? That seems lucky. Huh. Maybe not that lucky, but there were a bunch chunked here at the bottom. Yeah, the Drax rare is just kind of busted. This card's so strong. Especially if you combine it with shards. Like, save up the shards, use them late Aether. Double them all. And it helps if you KO your entire deck so it's super thin and only has attack cards in it. I hadn't hit that point quite yet, but I was getting there. And then this side was infinite card draw, and then not enough attack. But it had just hit the it just hit the point where it had 3 Knives of the Hunter, so it was getting 3 attack every turn just from the artifacts, which is nice. And if I did just keep buying like random sidekicks and shit and KOing them with Prune the Growths, I was stacking up shards pretty well. There was potential here to make things work pretty good. I brought in Phoenix and then did not buy a single Obliterating Fire the entire game. I just didn't feel like I needed it. Like, it wasn't helping me kill Hybrid, and I had the city shockingly well under control. So... yeah, the right side was... it's hard to say that it was bad, because it did have its entire deck KO'd. It was just having trouble doing, like, a lot in a turn. Like, how much attack do I have in this deck, period? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12 from this. And I was getting shards from Prune the Growths. Like, this deck was still getting like 12-ish attack every turn, 13-ish if you count a shard. So it's not a bad deck, it's just not quite as absurd as Avatar of Destruction shenanigans over here on the left. Like, this deck was very consistently keeping the city clear, and occasionally it could fight hybrid if it felt like it, but it was doing the defensive job while the left side was doing the winning job. So yeah, it was very important and vital to actually winning the game. Like, if this side didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to both keep the city clear and fight hybrid at the same time. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Next time we're moving on to Battle 5 and Rocket Raccoon's Hero Path, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then.